for being here. Today is a very sad day for TriMet as we announce a number of budget actions that include cutting service to avoid a fiscal cliff and stabilizing our finances for the long term. TriMet is currently operating with a financial deficit. We have been working with the Oregon lawmakers to provide additional transit funding to shore up our finances. While the state's failed transportation package would have helped us buy us time to prevent deeper cuts, it would not have eliminated all of TriMet's financial challenges. We face a $300 million gap. We face a $300 million gap between our annual expenditures and our revenues that we must address. In order to resolve this deficit and keep TriMet fiscally sustainable, as the Chief Executive of TriMet, I am taking swift and deliberate actions to balance the budget, both for today and for the long term. Our goal is to remain stable and resilient as an organization that contributes to the revitalization and the prosperity of our region. So in order to avoid the approaching fiscal cliff and an insurmountable budget deficit, we need to balance our budget in 3 years, and that is by July 1st, 2028. To close this gap, we will rely on a combination of things: our targeted budget reductions, new revenue sources to ensure that our ongoing revenues can sustainably support our ongoing operations. We have undertaken an agency-wide assessment to ensure that we operationally efficient and also organize appropriately for the future. We have begun cuts to our discretionary spending. We will make cuts to our service and our workforce starting November 30th of this year, and by the fall of 2027, we must cut our overall service by 10%. If we are unsuccessful in raising enough new revenue via a fare increase or additional state funding, we will need to identify an additional $48 million in service and operational cuts. We will continue to work with lawmakers, effective immediately, to increase state transit funding, and I am hopeful that an increase to the STIF program will be considered in a special session that has been called next month by the governor. Finally, I want our community to know, and I want to speak directly to the community, that we do not take lightly the role that we play in so many lives, from those that are reliant on transit due to age or disability, to those who can't afford the cost of driving, to those who choose to ride for the convenience or for environmental benefits. We announced these actions today to reduce our budget so that we can avoid deeper cuts and a more dire impact to our transit services tomorrow. These changes are difficult, but they are necessary for our long-term financial sustainability. Thank you.
How does this compare to the cuts you guys produced back in April? Back then you said you were going to eliminate 51 bus routes by 2031. This one's pretty vague. Is it still the same, or is it more than it was before?
So we haven't eliminated any routes back in April, just so that I could make sure we're corrected. Got it. Okay. So yes. So the primary goal is that we are going to balance our budget, first and foremost. And that will come with a set of service reduction. It's going to come with operation reductions within the agency. And it's also going to come with an increase of revenues coming to the organization. So to your direct question about the 31 routes, or 51 routes, we will be cutting service. I'm working with the team now. I'll be able to come back and address this at a later time, what the specific numbers are as we move forward.
The governor's proposed doubling the SIF funding in her proposal. If that happens, is that enough to stave off some of these cuts you're talking about, or does that only cover part of what you need?
We appreciate the governor's efforts and our support in doubling the funds. That will not support our financial deficit and the fiscal cliff that we are moving towards. So balancing the budget is the key and critical piece as we move forward because of that $300 million deficit, that gap that we have between actually expenditures versus the revenue that we're bringing in.
How much would you need ideally?
We would need $300 million.
How much percentage increase, how much are we talking here from what you already get in SIF funding?
0.36? So 0.36 is what I'm told, the exact number. Okay.
Is this deficit federal funding not making it in, ridership down? Speak to me like I went to UNLV and I'm not very bright.
Got it. This started in 2019 with COVID, and we've had a 53% in inflation across, and our vehicle costs, our total operating costs have increased, and it's moved on through COVID until today. So you got tariffs now that's on top, you got construction costs, you got healthcare costs, you got all of the cost increases that get us to the deficit that we have today.
What is your hope to come out of the special session with what help?
My hope is for an increase in the STIF, absolutely. And I will be there along with our government affairs team to talk with the lawmakers just as well as with the governor on how critical it is. It's absolutely heartbreaking for me to stand in front of all of you to be able to tell you that we're going to have to cut service to the public. This is something that we don't do. TriMet is about connecting people to opportunities and making people's lives better. So it's heartbreaking and it's somber for me to be here today in front of you.
And could that 10% change with the outcome of the special session, the reduction?
Yes.
Sam, when you're looking at making service reductions, I hear like if TriMet were to reduce service and start in November, when you're sitting down with your team, what are you looking at in terms of what lines you would reduce? Ridership as a factor, or what are you looking at?
Yeah, so we're sitting down now having conversations with the team. I don't have the exact information to provide to you about which routes, which lines that we're going to cut, but we will come back to you and let you know once we get that information directly. But yes, we're looking holistic. And let me be very clear also, we're just not looking at service cuts. We're looking internal within the organization at being efficient. So we're going to be looking at travel. We're going to be looking at reducing how we operate as an organization. And then we're going to come back and we're going to ask the state, we're here to clean our own house up first. This is what we want to do. We want to make sure that when we go back to the state and ask for money, I can go back and report that we have made efficiency changes within the agency.
Do you expect job cuts, and if so, how many exactly do you know, or rough, and when exactly will they be notified?
I do expect some potential layoffs to occur. And as what was stated earlier, we start with our first service reduction on November 30th of this year.
Who will these job cuts be to? Will it be to maintenance and operations, or will there be cuts on the administrative side? Where are those cuts going to be coming from in terms of jobs?
Well, I'm going to tell you holistically, it's going to be across the agency. We're not going to call out one group of people or not. We're going to look holistically across the agency to make sure that, again, we're setting ourselves up for future long-term financial sustainability.
Sam, you said like this deficit really started in 2019 COVID. You pointed to tariffs and construction costs. Do you think, but you don't think ridership or maybe also increasing security concerns maybe play a factor in the rising costs?
Well, absolutely. Financially, we've tripled our budget for security costs in the last 2 years. And we've seen a decrease in ridership, not only just safety and security, but our downtown, the closure and people working from home, and also the community, the vacancy rates that are going on in all of the buildings. So it's a little bit, it's attributed to quite a bit with the ridership. But one of the things I want to tell you is that TriMet has always been an organization that leads during challenges and tough times, and we expect to lead during this period of time as well to rebuild and regain our ridership back as we move forward.
What internal cuts have you already made?
So internal cuts, we've, in our latest fiscal year 26 budget, we took a 2 to 3% cut across the organization coming into this new fiscal year. And that's looking at each division and minimizing costs, reducing costs, not hiring positions that are there vacant, reducing travel, various different things that we did.
Was it 2 or 3% across like each department, or are there certain departments that took more of the brunt of those cuts?
It was a holistic look across the agency, but there was certain departments that took more of a cut than other departments.
If there's something people in the general public don't know about TriMet running it, the day-to-day operations that you want them to know right now, what would it be?
I think the clear message is this. As we move through this process, we're committed to doing it with care and compassion and transparency. I think I want to make sure that the public understand that. And that means us going out and listening to you, listening to the public, listening to our community, listening to our employees, and really being thoughtful about every step that we take in this process as we continue to serve our region safely, reliably, and responsibly into the future.
How involved has Governor Kotek been in discussions as she's been crafting this new transportation bill that she gave the framework to yesterday? How involved in discussions was TriMet in the development of that package?
So let me back up. I was in discussions along with our government affairs team over the last 4 months and during this whole legislative session. So the new package that just came out yesterday, we're going to be calling her today to ensure that she understands our needs as we move forward. So we've not been involved in the current proposal that she just put out, but I will be starting this afternoon.
And will you be asking for a bigger increase in the state payroll tax? In order, right now, it would just be a doubling of the state payroll tax in order to fund public transportation. Would you ask for more of a percentage?
Because of where we are today, I am going to ask the governor to help us in any way possible. Because again, we do not want to affect the public. We do not want to affect our riders. It's all about our riders and making sure that we provide service for this region, especially as we revitalize downtown and we are making sure that we provide opportunities for people to get to where they need to be at.
Are there any frustrations that the governor has not yet included TriMet in this current package she proposed?
No frustrations at all with the governor. I want to let you know that the governor is a very strong partner with TriMet, and we partner with the government, so we'll be contacting the governor as soon as today.
Any long-term projects that are going to be put on hold or affected by this?
I want to let you know that 3 projects that we're going to be moving forward with is our 82nd Avenue project. We're going to continue to move forward with it. Our TV Highway project, we're continuing to move forward, and we're working with the interstate bridge, the I-5 interstate bridge project currently. It's critical to continue growth as we move forward.
I want to give you a chance to pitch to people who may not use TriMet. Get to use it now, and bring in some revenue. What would you want to say to people who don't use it or don't use it at all?
As an everyday rider, I count on TriMet to take me home, to work, to opportunities, to the airport, to sporting events. I want to tell everyone, I want to look in the camera and tell everyone that's out there that's critical of TriMet. Try us. We're safe, we're secured, we're reliable, and we're absolutely wanting you to come and ride with us. I meet people daily out on the system to entice them with their families and people that don't ride. But I think we are at a time that we need riders. We need you to come back to TriMet. Those that left us, come back and try us, and you'll find out how we have turned the ship and how great we are as moving forward.
Is there a concern that a reduction in routes might deter people from taking TriMet in the future because if it's less frequent, might be less convenient for some riders? Is there a concern that in turn might then lead to future revenue issues along?
This is my number one reason why I want to partner with lawmakers. Lawmakers, please hear the question that he just asked me. Absolutely, it will deter riders if we decrease service. But our goal, passionately, we're going to reach out to lawmakers to say, we need your help so that we don't decrease service to the larger levels and the deeper cuts in the agency. Because our people, this region, they count on TriMet. They count on TriMet to get them the opportunities.
Okay, we're gonna need to wrap up. Sorry, it's been a long morning for all of us. Definitely appreciate you guys coming. If you have any additional questions, please reach out to Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate you being here. Keep us in your thoughts.